For this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here, where I'm going to jump into my calculator emulator that I have here. Obviously, if you're not using a TI-84, this isn't going to be super helpful, but a lot of you either already have one from stats or are going to need to get one for stats, so I wanted to give some extra guidance on that. And I'm going to do both sections at once here rather than making separate videos for each, just because it's all in the same menu anyway. There's really nothing special to this. So for our first ones here with factorials, what we want to do here is look at these numbers there, and then we're going to go into the calculator. We're going to put in the first number, which would be 7 in that first case, then math, scroll over to PRB and pick the exclamation point there. So we're taking 7 factorial, divide by 4, math, PRB, exclamation mark, factorial to get our number in that first case. And then for the second, it is exactly the same, except hopefully having seen the video already, you know that this one doesn't really need all of this work to get the answer for it, because a whole lot of the terms are going to end up canceling, and you just end up getting 59. And from here, if we want to look at how we do this stuff with permutations, it's very similar, where actually these two here are examples of permutations, just I didn't write it in that notation there because I wanted you to see the factorials first. But if you want to do stuff like this, something like 12 permute 3 or 10 permute 4, it's really not that much harder. We put in the first number there, in the first case 12, math, PRB, NPR for n permute r, where in this case we're permuting 3 to get 1320 options. Then for the second, we would have something like 10, math, PRB, NPR again. Now we are permuting out 4 to get that value there of 5040. And we're going to do a quick cut here, and then we're going to go back and look at how we do things for combinations as well. So similarly, if we want to do something like 16, choose 4, I'm not going to do the second example just because there's more steps and it's not actually that much more interesting to go through the menus for that. It's the same menus. Let's do this one. We would put in that first number, 16, math, PRB, NCR here 4, and what we'll end up getting is 1820 as expected. Where I do want to mention here just quickly that if you use the wrong menus here, you do math and PRB and PR, what you should notice is that you get a considerably larger number, and that's generally what's going to happen with these, that it should make sense if you select options where order does matter to you, you get a lot more than if you don't, because you get a lot more unique things within the specific arrangements. But hopefully by now you've gone through the videos and you get the idea of why it works that way. I still want to give you one more example, and here we actually see that it does work in that way as well.